Okay, so the World Cup in Brazil starts next week. As an Everton fan, how do you think the likes of Leighton Baines and Ross Barkley will fare?
Well, I'm pleased to see that Leighton Baines is pretty much inked in. Everywhere I look, he seems to be on a starting 11, which is great. Thoroughly deserved. He's had a brilliant season, and he's had a brilliant few seasons, to be fair. Ross Barkley, I'd love to see him. I've watched him a couple of times when he's been down in London, and I think he could be one of those. I'm slightly biased, but he's got that sort of Zinedine Zidane quality of just owning and bossing physically as well as in the skills, and he hasn't got that experience, that international experience yet, but he just seems to control that midfield really well and can attack and defend, do the whole package. Whether that fits into the way Roy Hodgson's going to play, I'm not sure, but I'm sure he will get some game time. I'm fairly confident he will get a chance.
What do you think our realistic chances are in Brazil, considering expectation is quite low this time around?
I think the vibe is slightly lower than South Africa in 2010. I think I don't mind that. I don't think the players will mind that. I don't think the nation necessarily minds that. We're building up nicely. When the games start, then we can make our own decisions and have our own views on how England are going to do. I think it probably it favours us slightly. There's less of an expectation. They're a long way away, and therefore they probably won't be able to pick up on the vibe as much as it would be. They're week to week when they're training with England or they're playing for their clubs. So it's going to be very tricky. European teams never won in South America, so is that going to change this time round with Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay? Probably not. But let's face it, if they got to a semi-final, we'd all be shouting and screaming, and you never know.
Finally, if you had to make your pick now, who would you say that would win the World Cup?
Well, I want England to win the World Cup. The obvious choice is Brazil, but my outside bet would be Uruguay.